that took forever. Anyway.
Professionals. We love when our shit works. From 3 minutes.
I told you.
There we go. We're live, everybody.
Don't watch the last video. We'll delete it after this.
Yeah, we'll worry about that in a second.
Anyway. Okay. We had Royal Rumble last night, so we're going to kind of do a quick breakdown and, I don't know, maybe a little bit of rumors that were popping up.
Yeah.
The surprises. Some
weren't nearly as many surprises as I was expecting.
There was enough, I think people were satisfied, especially the one, but we'll get to that one. And the one I called.
Yeah.
That everyone's like, oh, but we'll get to that one too. We're going to do a quick breakdown. I guess we'll introduce ourselves. We usually try to.
Oh, right. We did that before in the stream.
Anyway,
I'm Telfari.
I'm CK.
Knight Rider.
All right.
What, you think you're in school and need to raise your hand?
But yeah, we started out.
Anyway, go ahead.
Lanny Gardner sings the national
Lonnie, I don't know how. I've never even heard of her. She's supposed to be like one of the big.
She's damn good.
One of the big new, is she?
Oh, God. I got her music on my YouTube right now.
Oh, do you? Okay. There's another one that people are talking about. It's really good, and I can't remember her name, like Stephanie, or it starts with
Stephanie McMahon?
No, Carpenter?
I don't know.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be really good. It starts with an S. I know her last name's Carpenter. But anyway,
You have Stephanie coming out talking about Netflix and Peacock, connecting the WWE universe more than it ever has been before. Over 70,000 in attendance there at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, she made it a point to say over 70,000 people in attendance here. And later on, they made it a point to say that it was the third largest PLE attendance that they've had
in history.
History. Last year was the 2 nights of
WrestleMania,
and this is the third. So that was pretty cool. Go ahead. I'll let you take it back to the top when we noticed the ring.
Oh, I didn't notice the ring because it hasn't been in the ring for a long time. But apparently,
only during the PLEs.
Oh.
Supposedly.
Well, apparently there's supposed to be a Prime logo in the ring during the PLEs, but there wasn't, thank God. But
because we all know you might as well drink dishwater.
Pretty much. Anyway, we have the Women's Royal Rumble to start it off. We start off with Io Sky, and Liv Morgan. And then Perez from Not NXT.
It likes to. If I don't notice it changed it to Not because it doesn't like NXT.
Yeah, I know. That's why you gotta capitalize. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. But you have Perez coming out from NXT as number 3.
And everybody's talking about this. The Lyra wardrobe malfunction. She tried to, what was it? Perez.
She was beating him up, and then
her top, like her collar that goes around her neck, like snapped in the back. I don't know if it was Velcro, a snap, a button, or whatever.
It snapped, completely broke.
Well, whatever.
What people saying online anyway.
The referee had to help her fix it.
You saw like I don't remember who, but one of them knocked her down. She went over into the corner, and you saw the referees running around,
and they're all like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ended up having to tie it shut.
Frantically trying to. Did they want to? Yeah.
Getting her back into the match.
Because, that took a little bit of extra that I don't think they were planning because, like we said, it's very tight storyline driven. We're kind of trying to time, and I'm pretty sure they all had to shift and
readjust. They were just kind of punching each other in the corner while she got her shit fixed.
From where they were talking online anyway, they had to tie it shut because the snap broke.
Chelsea comes out as number 5.
And instantly goes in and starts swinging and hitting everybody.
And she just starts throwing people over the top rope, and then she doesn't even check to see if they're out of the match.
She's like...
She gets up on the thing and points at the WrestleMania sign, and then she gets back in, realized that nobody actually went out, and so then they just all start stomping her.
It was funny. I love how stupid Chelsea is sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most of. Anyway.
Most of.
All of?
Yes.
And we'll get to the most beautiful, most epic part so much later.
Oh yeah. BFAB comes out as number 6. 7 is Ivy. 8 is Zoe. 9 is Last Legend. First time in the Royal Rumble from NXT. And skipping a bit ahead of here, they had a long time without any eliminations. Like for most of the matches.
We'll get their first elimination. Well, we got it marked.
Yeah. But Last Legend comes out there as number 9. Then Bianca's number 10, and she starts stacking bitches up in the corner. I don't remember who it was.
It was, let's see, I think it started with Io.
Yeah, she tries to run her into the corner. Bianca backflips over her.
And then it wound up
smacking her into
being
the corner, like shoulder tackling her.
Raquel was, I think Liv was in that. Zoe was in that. Before.
Lash was in there.
Was Lash in there?
I think so.
I think Lash was the one that stopped it.
No, I think it was one of the small. I don't remember. But yeah, she stacked up like 4 people in the corner, and it was kind of funny for the first 2, and then after that,
maybe 3,
and then it just felt silly. I'm not gonna lie. Like she just has spider senses, I guess. Like just like with Drew McIntyre.
Storylines are beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, you have 11 is Baszler.
Zoe slipped off top, but recovered when she went to attack Ivy. I think it was. She kind of did that slip.
Yeah.
But she she fell straight down, but still charged.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a botch, but recovered the botch, I guess.
And then Chelsea, the first elimination.
So where are we at?
On number 11. And the first elimination is Chelsea eliminating BFAB. Oh wait, that happened before Bianca got in there. My bad.
Oh, did you miss one?
Chelsea eliminated BFAB before Bianca got
Ivy eliminated Lyra. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea eliminated BFAB, so 9.
Yeah, and then you have Bailey is 12, Sonya is 13, Maxine is 14.
Well, then you had Ivy or Zoe slipped off, and then you had Ivy eliminate Lyra. That was 2. So that was where we hit 2. Then 12, 13 was Sonya Deville, 14 was Maxine Dupree.
Yeah, Maxine eliminates Ivy, and then all of Pure Fusion Collection, which is I think where we started to get fuckered up on the.
Yeah, because I had to go back and not rewatch, but do a lot of trying to repiece my, because Naya eliminated 6 right there in.
Well, that's later, but yeah, we were trying to keep track of all the eliminations and the entrances, and we kind of
with the guys match we figured out a much better system.
Yeah.
Tafari took the eliminations.
Oh, hello.
What is up?
Brolo, that's a lot of 69 420. Okay, that makes sense.
Why? Never mind. My sis would love you.
Just funny number. That's why.
My sis would love him.
Now Naomi comes out at number 15. Sonya eliminates somebody or Zoe. No.
Who did I? Sonya eliminated 5. No. I think Naomi.
No, Naomi was in there because they were all.
That I think was Naya.
No, Naya's not out there until 20 something.
I don't know. Then like I said, I tried to piece this back together from what we struggled with. So you had Pure Fusion, because Pure Fusion Collective all went out one big time, and I don't remember who took all them out. I want to say it was.
Well, Maxine eliminates Ivy, then Pure Fusion Collection eliminates Maxine. Naomi comes out, and then I think Sonya, Zoe, and Shayna all get eliminated at once. But I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember who eliminated them.
I think it was just 3 different people. I think they all just sort of grabbed them and tossed them out. I don't think it was. I don't know.
Because that was really that was where I struggled. I think.
Yeah, that's where we got lost in the sauce because we were 1 behind and then 2 behind, and it was a clusterfuck. Basically.
So I tried to piece it all kind of back together, and so that wound up being a issue.
Jade Parker from NXT comes out as number 16, her first time at a Royal Rumble. Piper is number 17, and this is beautiful. Chelsea being a little... I'm not a fan of Chelsea Green. She is pathetic in every sense of the word. But she's waiting for Piper to come down there, like, hurry up, get in here, because she can't fight a shit with her by herself. And then the most beautiful thing happens.
No, well, that's a little bit down the line. But the thing is, she's standing behind Piper, laughing at everybody else. Like, ha ha ha, you can't touch me. And it's just like, really?
Yeah.
This is a Royal Rumble match, and you're gonna hide behind...
Of course, because it's Chelsea Green.
And Piper. I hated it, but...
But, and then Chelsea gets sent over the top rope by, I think it was either Naomi or Bianca.
I think it was.
And then Piper comes running, tries to hit them. They duck out of the way, and then she eliminates Chelsea Green.
And the look on Chelsea's face was like...
Like she was hyperventilating. Yeah, I'm so... that's exactly what she deserved.
Hervis eliminated her.
That's exactly what she deserved.
It was funny. Like, it was like... And like I said, the look on Chelsea's face was priceless. Absolutely priceless.
Natalia's number 18, and then everybody called it. Jordan Grace is number 19.
I called it. Everybody online was all saying, oh, well, maybe it's true. And I said on the stream yesterday, I was like, a lot of people are saying it's fake. A lot of people are saying it's not. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to call it right now that why would WWE throw all this stuff out that, oh, we signed Jordan Grace to a contract, multi-year contract, and then go, but she's not going to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Come on.
But she comes in and immediately gives a Death Valley driver to Piper. And then...
Naomi and her do this like hug thing because they were in TNA together for a short time.
No, I was just confused because it did an autocorrect thing, obviously.
Yeah, of course
but
it did.
Naomi comes up, gives her a hug, and then Bianca's like, the fuck are you doing? Tries to throw her out. It doesn't work, obviously.
Then Jada, or Jordan, because it doesn't spell it right, because it's like JORLYNN. It's
Jordan something, Parker's Jordan, 10th elimination.
Jada Parker is 10. Jordan, this is where I probably started.
Filling in?
Well, not filling in, but, what's the word I'm looking for? I started getting rid of the eliminate because I was trying to type fast.
Yeah.
So I figured out the most words I could cut out of it, I just cut.
Yeah.
So Jordan eliminated Jada Parker.
Gotcha. And then we go a long time without any eliminations. Number 20 is Michin. 21, Alexa Bliss.
That is the one everybody was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And there is so much to break down on her that we're going to get into that all a little bit later. If you want to chime in, if you're still in here, if you want to chime in, have a comment, whatever, go ahead and jump in, say, hey. So, otherwise, we're just going to carry on talking.
22 is Zelina Vega. 23, Candice LeRae. 24 is Stephanie Vasquez, I think
something
is how
like
you
that.
say it, from NXT.
Yeah, I spelled it the way. And then we had Stratisfaction, baby. Oh. And they don't know, nobody knows if she's going to stay or not, but the WWE, if I can spit it out, have released shirts on their merch store of 25 years of Stratisfaction. I would totally love to have that shirt because, like I said, I watched Stratus.
Yep.
When she first
boing.
I was a kid 25 years ago. Or not kid, but I was like 25,
Young and full come.
Yeah, and the bouncy bounce.
Boy, any man that knew Trish Stratus was watching her, I guarantee you.
So, yeah.
But 26 is Raquel, right?
Yeah, Raquel.
And then Liv, with the help of Raquel, obviously, eliminates Natalia and Bliss. And then
we all had the one everybody was waiting for.
27, Charlotte Flair comes out. Flair just goes around chopping people up.
That was great. I'm sorry. I mean, whether she's heel or face, to see Charlotte, and I'm gonna say this now. I mean, we don't really get down to it, but it can be brought up now just as easy as anywhere else. Charlotte was good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna flat out say Charlotte's probably in the best shape she's been in.
Oh yeah, I mean, I expected it just as much.
Like, I mean, Charlotte's always good. But she looked good. Physically, she looked good. Wrestling wise, she looked good. She looked like she was in a good place.
Oh, I mean, I would hope so after.
And that's something else. I'm gonna jump back here a sec. That is something I kind of gonna bring up because it made me think. Alexa Bliss. It's been 2 years since we've seen Alexa. And the last time we saw her was at the 23 Royal Rumble. And she was sitting in the ring after losing it, almost in tears. And that was it. Nobody saw her again after that. Yeah. Until now. And everybody's like, to see her in the state that she's in, plus, we'll get to it a little bit later, this is the first time we've seen her since Bray. And her and Bray had their whole storyline that was kind of still going on, had kind of ended, but was kind of starting to go back out there. So, yeah, it was really, really, really cool to kind of see her come back and be in a good place where she wasn't, like another one, she was good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she looked good physically, mentally, everything. Alexa, and if they do, which we'll break down here in a few minutes, if they do what the stories are, she's gonna be on fire.
Oh yeah.
But we were
Flair eliminates Shin. She eliminates Piper. 28 comes out.
Julia from the one from NXT. She's foreign. I can't remember exactly where she's from, but she has a very strong accent when she talks.
She eliminates Jordan Grace, I would assume that is.
Where are you at?
Right there, where we just were.
Julia, eliminate Jordan Grace.
Yeah. 29 is Nia Jax, obviously.
And she has the most Rumble eliminations at 20, and that's when she walked out.
Yeah.
I don't have the number for when she...
This year?
Yeah. I probably could add it up, but
it's at least 26.
It didn't click until I just brought it up.
Yeah.
Nia eliminated Zelina.
Yep.
Trish Stratus eliminated Candice. That was 17.
Yep.
Nia eliminated Trish.
And then 30 is Nikki Bella, which I don't think they were kind of talking about it.
They were kind of talking about it. She was a surprise that wasn't a surprise.
Yeah.
Like, nobody, there was talk she was wanting to come back, and then they all kind of just went, oh, well, we don't expect her to be in the Rumble, and it kind of just, she showed up, and so, nobody knows where her standing is with it. I mean, whether she's, I don't know if I put it. If not, we'll discuss it down towards the bottom. Try to remind me about Nikki Bella. I don't think I put it in there.
Yeah. But after Nikki comes out, she doesn't really do much, honestly.
We'll get to what she did do. And I know they showed it on camera, but they were talking about it after. And they'll get down, and I'll go ahead and bring it up when she eliminates.
Naomi eliminates Raquel. Nia eliminates Stephanie. And then the rest of everybody in the ring all just looks at Nia, starts jumping her. They fail because she's Nia Jax. Of course they do. And then Nia eliminates Io Sky, Naomi, Bianca, Liv Morgan, Julia and Bailey and Nikki Cross. And then it's left.
Nikki Cross wasn't in there. You're talking about Nikki Bella.
Did I say Cross?
Yeah.
Or did I just said Nikki?
You said Cross.
Oh, Nikki Bella. Then it's left between Charlotte, Nia, and Perez, and then Charlotte eliminates Nia, and then she eliminates Perez, and Charlotte wins. Who could have seen that coming?
Everybody.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the one part. But anyway. Okay, yeah, I did bring it here. Okay. Alexa. There's a lot of things people are pointing out, which I did not add the other one. I thought I did, but I obviously did not because I'm special. Stop. You too. Anyway.
Thank you for the follow, Jenny Talls 6.
What is up?
Yeah, we're just running over the Royal Rumble, what happened.
Kind of our opinions on it, so I mean, feel free to chime in. Lily had an A in one eye and a 6 in the other, which everybody's assuming Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt 6. On Alexa's sleeves were her normal play and pain. And on her back, this was absolutely beautiful. And I missed the part that everybody's just now starting to bring up, like right as I was kind of finishing up my notes, and I didn't put it in here. It looked like it said friend or feed forever.
Yeah.
But there's an R and an S, like small little white letters in it, and it says friends forever.
Talking
obviously it's a Bray Wyatt reference.
Yeah.
Because they were like really, really close.
Yeah.
And they worked together like amazingly.
Yeah.
There for probably a year, 2 years, whatever it was. She had the black and red stripes, which were the Fiend's pants when it came out. She had a red circle on this side, which was the whole Bray thing. And then she had one on her skirt, which eventually got ripped off, whatever. Another thing, too, that I thought I put in here and I didn't, is when we last saw Alexa in 23, that is the same exact outfit she wore her last appearance. Not the Bray jacket and everything, but her in-ring attire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Was the same exact outfit. So...
that makes sense. And then after Charlotte wins, we move on to the tag team titles. 2 out of 3 falls between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. And everybody was saying that it was going to be the showstopper, but it wasn't. It was mad.
Yeah, I was impressed, but it wasn't where I. DIY Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah,
DIY first fall.
Yeah,
that was so bad, like the fake tag, like it was great.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, it worked obviously,
but it was some BS.
It's perfectly within the rules.
It's not really though.
What is there a rule against pretending to tag your partner? I don't think so.
So are we suddenly a DIY fan?
Not at all. But when you're wrong, you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
It was perfectly. They didn't cheat at all. It was perfectly within the rules.
So if I'm like this and you go, I jump in the ring,
yeah,
it's perfectly legal. Even if the ref is like,
the ref never called that decision. What the fuck? I don't even remember his name.
I don't pay attention to the refs for real.
No, I'm talking about the whoever was in the ring from Machine Guns.
Ciampa. Oh, the Motor Machine Guns. Was Shelly, I believe.
Look, all I'm saying is it was a genius strategy.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you.
It played out in their favor, didn't it?
And then DIY started.
Yeah, then they started cheating, which obviously is bullshit.
Trying to distract the referee, and it.
But Motor City Machine Guns gets the second fall with Skull and Bones on Johnny. And then
Gargano
kicks Ciampa,
that was on accident, but it looked beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Um,
and here's I'm gonna bring this up while we're doing it. Street Profits attack Motor City Machine Guns,
yes.
which was absolutely is the best thing that I think could have happened, and here's why.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, they attacked Motor City Machine Guns, so now they're heels. No, here's what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this right now. They are. I don't think they're heels, because if you want a title shot,
Yeah.
like say me and you are wanting a tag title match against DIY, why am I gonna go and give them a win? We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Why do they attack the one that they're mad against? And
yeah, give Motor City Machine Guns the technical win, even if DIY keeps the titles.
Yeah, which way would have anyway, because it would have been a DQ.
Yeah.
But still, the point
and
is,
they still attack DIY after the match anyway, so they still got the point across. Because they come out there with the crutch, because a few weeks ago, a month ago,
Angelo Dawson.
Yeah, they were attacked by DIY backstage, so they come out, they attack them with the crutch, and then they take their titles and stand over them with them hung up in the air, and then drop them on them before walking out.
Yeah, which, like I said, everyone's like, oh, they're turning heel, I mean,
Really?
if they do, okay. But I don't see it as a heel turn.
No.
I don't either.
They're doing what they gotta do.
And it's legit like what me and you have all discussed. Like, if you're going to attack somebody to get a title shot or whatever, you should attack the other one. And I mean, they attacked both. But why would you go in there?
Give them a win, basically, yeah.
Give them that whatever.
The loss by DQ, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have the ladder match for the title. Oh, and you said it in the notes. What the fuck was the point of all the shit on Saturday Night Main Event? Because they both came out to the ring with their goddamn titles.
Yep. I thought that was completely pointless.
Like, you could have still had that entire Shawn Michaels segment, but just don't have them hang up their titles until today.
Because here's the thing. On Friday, Cody's title was on there. Okay? When KO's like, I'm going to take my title back, blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly, like, they get to the pay-per-view Saturday.
Cody has his title back anyway.
Cody has his title back. The whole thing where the titles go, it descends from the ceiling, is there's no titles on it. Like, it was the most pointless thing.
Yep.
You could have had that, like I said, you could still have that whole Shawn Michaels segment. Just don't have them put their titles on the thing.
Exactly.
But it is what it is.
Like I said, it was just completely pointless. I thought it was absolute trash. It was some BS to throw shit away.
Yeah. It was still, but the match itself was great. Obviously, it's a ladder match. They used a shit ton of ladders, beating the hell out of each other.
And it was really, really good. A lot of the back and forth, trying to climb the ladder, which we always see. Yeah. There was, and I said this before, and we're going to get into it a little more, but I said it during the pay-per-view. I think I said it on the stream. This is going to be bloody.
Oh, and it was.
It was bloody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
KO,
He's actually in the hospital right now.
Well, nobody's talking. But I could totally see that.
KO,
let me get to that.
KO hits a suplex. He suplexes Cody through a ladder, and then they're both down on the mat.
Sammy comes running out, and he over here like talking.
Yeah,
to making sure he's okay, and then he kind of runs over to Cody, and he's just kind of like
staring at him.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of, at least what I noticed, maybe from another angle or something, he says something to him or screams at him about something, but I didn't notice anything. Otherwise, he just kind of like.
Yep, they're standing there looking instead of.
And
But then, the refs are out there checking on him. Kevin Owens gets up, and instead of going for the titles, no, he wants to hurt Cody Rhodes. So he drags Cody Rhodes out of the ring, up onto the announcer's desk, and starts setting him up for a package pile driver. Cody reverses it into just like a bot. Not a bot.
it was. Oh, I think I wrote it down. What they actually called it.
It just put it through the. But yeah, he puts.
It was a fisherman suplex. That's
right. And he puts Kevin Owens through the ladder. And what I'm saying, through the ladder snaps in half, obviously, but it looked like he genuinely got fucked up.
Well, again, when they show it later on, which we'll get to.
Well,
when they show it later on, yeah, I know. But after the match, Cody stands on the announce table.
Well, we didn't. Cody wins.
Okay.
Because Kevin Owens is fucking out like a light.
Yeah,
that.
It took him probably a good 5 minutes to even move.
Yeah, like I said.
I mean, it might not have been quite that much, but it felt like a long time.
Yeah, like he was completely out. And when we see him next, like on the ground, the
he got it's swollen like here.
Yeah, he's got like an actual cut.
He's got at least I think like a cut across his forehead.
Yeah.
This eye is like puffed up and looks like it's almost swollen shut with a nice gash across it.
He's actually cut up. Like I said, that suplex through the ladder was nasty. But Cody wins. He retains. No foul play. No nothing. And like you said, is this how they write Kevin Owens out? And I can totally see that, considering you said he's supposed to be leaving. So
that's all the rumors. But I mean, another thing too that is being brought up, and I figure Sammy supposedly gave Cody like a really nasty look when he looked up at him. Just that whole like glare look.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You're celebrating and my best friend, which they really are.
Yeah, they are really good friends in real life. I know
they
that
are
much.
like absolute best friends. They've grown up together. They've been each other's family parties, get-togethers, weddings, all of it. Like they are.
Like they were each other's best man.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. I know.
They are brothers from another mother.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And so, is that setting up maybe a future match for Sammy to try to take Cody out for KO?
I can see that.
And a potential heel turn for Sammy.
Yeah, I mean he.
Maybe going down the whole KO thing that Cody proved what KO been trying to say.
Yeah, that he's just a.
But again, and I didn't put it in here, but Cross is absolutely beautiful. I love Karrion Kross because he has made so many little comments online. Like he was seen like made comments towards this, and that Sammy finally is breaking free from it.
Yeah.
I love, like I said, I love Karrion. His character that he plays is so perfect for.
Oh yeah, he's a great character, and he's also just a really cool dude.
Yeah, like I said, again, I'm gonna promote it, but if you're watching, watch Shotzi, and if you like paranormal stuff, watch Shotzi and Scarlett's YouTube channel. You will become a fan of Karrion Kross and Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Shotzi, all of them, because like I said, they're just generally fun.
Yeah.
They're really great people.
But moving on to the Men's Royal Rumble, we start off with Rey Mysterio and Penta, which is just
the shaking hands to show respect for each other was great, but Penta kind of being like, no, like we're gonna do this. Like I've given you your props.
Now it's time to kick your ass.
Yeah.
And it was a good back and forth, but
we have to talk. We have to talk about the elephant in the room.
They botched it, because Penta is running out, running towards the ropes. Ray pulls it down. He goes over the ropes, and both feet hit the floor. It's
and you slow it down.
You don't even have to slow it down. It is clear as day. Both feet hit the floor. No bullshit. Just end of list. And obviously the announcers are like, oh, it was only 1 foot because they're trying to keep the facade, whatever. And a lot of people are pissed off about it because both of his feet hit the floor. He should have been out. Yada yada. It's a goddamn story. Y'all need to shut up and realize none of this. Yes, they are getting hurt. They are actual athletes, but they are telling a story. And it wasn't storyboarded for him to get eliminated in the first 5 seconds. So, deal with it. Shut up. Enjoy the rest of the show. That's all I have to say.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna throw one last thing out there. So who botched it? I mean,
that was just Penta.
What do you think of it?
Yeah.
Because some people are saying the referee should have called it, but I don't think it would have been the referee's job. Because if it wasn't storyline, the referee's not gonna.
Yeah, you can't just your feet hit the floor, so you're out, and then Ray's just sitting in there for a minute with nobody.
It happened before, but
it
was story.
It was storyboarded. But anyway, Gable's the third person to come out, which is just funny because he's obviously had issue with the.
And then you had Mello, and this was the most absolutely beautiful thing that Pat said. Like I said, I love Pat. I love some of his little jabs in there that he has. But Pat says Gable and Mello have a combined fan base of 0.
That is 100% accurate. I know I'm not a fan of either of them.
I thought that was absolutely classic.
Hell yes.
But then you have Santo Escobar is number 5. Otis is number 6. So obviously him and Gable start beefing in the middle of the ring.
And that's another thing everybody's talking about is Gable legit picked Otis up. There was no bounce, nothing. Usually when they grab him, they kind of lift themselves up. No, you saw him straight lift him.
I mean
Gable's a beast.
Yeah, he is. He's an Olympic athlete for a reason. He is very powerful. He's great at what he does. He's just playing a jackass right now. It's that simple. But Braun Breaker is number 7. He eliminates Carmelo. He eliminates Santos Escobar. And then this pissed me off so fucking much. Tozawa is number 8. And as he's coming out to the ring, Carmelo's going backstage, and he kicks him in the back of the head. Tozawa falls over. The referees have to come out, pick him up. And you want to know who they have fucking replace him? Speed! Ooh, I'm sorry. This pissed me off so much. Tozawa didn't even get to be in the... Oh. Okay, there. Anyway. It was
and you
fucking...
just moved it again.
God damn it. I didn't move it at all. It's not...
Your cord.
Yeah, there.
Okay.
Tozawa... He didn't do anything. He literally got kicked one time, and then they had to fucking usher him off just for some jackass who's not even a wrestler to come in there for a minute and then get him eliminated anyway.
But everybody's talking about that. So Speed did it, and everybody's giving... just hear me out before you jump. Everybody is saying Speed did what he needed to do. Let me finish. Because he didn't go in there. He didn't try to fight any of these guys. He literally stood there, showed kind of off.
I think he got an elimination.
Did he? I don't think
yes, he eliminated Otis.
Oh, okay. Anyway, point being, but after he eliminated Otis, he's posing, and he turns around, and this is what everybody is talking about. He got his ass split.
Oh yeah, Braun Breaker spears him in half, and then he eliminates him. He shouldn't have fucking been in the match to begin with! I'm sorry, that pisses me off to an absurd level. Tozawa should have had his moment to shine.
Tozawa, this is his second or third they were talking about, and he has never gotten to the ring.
It's fucking Just like we were talking about yesterday before we went live. These streamer motherfuckers don't need to be in here. All they do is take away from actual wrestlers. Tozawa should have been in that match. He didn't even need to get an elimination. I wish he would have, but he could have at least been in the match. Even if he was the same one to get speared by Braun Breaker and then immediately tossed over. At least he got into the fucking match. Speed, that just pisses me off so much. It was pathetic.
Yeah, I'm 100% agree. Streamers do not need to be in there.
No, they don't.
Because Tozawa, how many times have we seen it? You especially, because you've been watching wrestling. How many times have we seen it that, or even in a regular match, tag match, whatever match that, someone gets hurt or whatever, they're carted off 10, 15 minutes later, they were never truly eliminated, or the match is still going, they get brought back in, and suddenly they win the match. I'm not saying Tozawa needed to win it, by no stretch, don't take it that way. But what I'm saying is, say they kind of like, all right, buddy, you got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then
giving 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, after, 2 or 3 people have been eliminated, Tozawa's music hits again, and he comes back out. Or not even his music hits.
He just runs down there. Yeah. It was.
I mean, give him his moment. I mean, why you gotta go, well, buddy,
it's your shot.
We're gonna send you out there, but Carmelo's gonna kick you in the back of the head, and Speed's gonna take your place. So again, you're not gonna get in the Rumble. What?
That would piss me off.
I would be like, dude, what Triple H, buddy? What are we talking about?
It's fucking pathetic.
Like, why don't you just call him and put him in there? Why do we gotta?
Yeah.
Why do we gotta waste that look of a shot and not get a shot? Anyway,
it was sad, but
it was bullshit.
Number 9 is Sheamus, 10 Jimmy Uso, 11 Andrade, and then 12 is Jacob, and he started cleaning house the second he got in there. He eliminates Gable, he eliminates Rey Mysterio, he eliminates Andrade, all in like 2 minutes. And my nose itches.
But you know what? And then we had what everybody was talking about. Why are they running to the ring, and why do they instantly jump in, take time, take a breath?
And that's what Kaiser does.
And which I think is great.
He stays out there for a second. Like he meanders down to the ring, and he stays there for like 30 seconds, a full minute, and then he goes into the ring, and he immediately gets eliminated by Penta.
Which they said was I believe they're talking 56 seconds or something like that before he got eliminated, which isn't the record, but they're saying that they did him dirty, which I'm not a fan of Kaiser by any stretch. I mean, is he good? Yes. Yeah. But he's not doing anything. They're not pushing his story.
Yeah.
Nope.
He was Gunther's side piece, and now he's not even a side. He's like a discarded side piece.
Yeah, because they still do the whole Imperium thing when Gunther comes out, but yet there's no Imperium. Yeah. So.
But yeah, then 14 we have Miz. 15 is Joe Hendry from TNA, their world champion. 16 is Roman, and Roman goes in there and cleans house too. He eliminates the Miz, he eliminates Sheamus, he eliminates Joe Hendry and Braun Breaker in a minute.
And then you had Jacob eliminated Jimmy.
Yep.
And then you had the stare down. Which eventually turned into a fight, but I mean, they were just standing there. I mean, I know it felt like forever, but they had that look of all right, it's time to go.
And then they just start going at it.
Yeah, they were throwing some fisticuffs.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure he gets the better of Jacob in the next change, because 17 is Drew, and he comes out there, and I'm pretty sure they have a stare off as well, not quite as long, but they stare off, and he's like,
go ahead.
He's like, I've been coming for you, your family, blah 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 blah, and they start trading blows. Nothing really comes, like they beat each other up.
And the thing is, he helps Jacob beat the hell out of Roman.
Yeah.
Too. So I mean, that was just really, really weird.
Was it? It's perfectly natural. They both hate Roman Reigns, so yeah.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, it's the Royal Rumble. We both hate this sack of shit, so let's kick his teeth in and toss him over the top rope. They don't, but still.
Then we had one little surprise because they were saying that there was no time frame for him to come back.
Yeah, Finn Balor. I was not expecting him to be back this soon, which is curious because, well, now I guess McDonagh is still out, but is the Judgment Day still going to be a thing? Or are they still breaking up?
Let's get into that because that's been a really hot topic, and we'll get into it here in a few. But then we had
Shinsuke Nakamura. Balor eliminates Penta. Jay comes out as number 20. Jay eliminates Shinsuke.
They were at elimination 21.
Yeah, and then AJ Styles?
Where would AJ enter? See, that might have been. So no, did we skip AJ? We're professionals.
Yeah.
Because I got all the numbers.
Yeah, I don't know where he came in. But AJ comes in. He's in there. I don't know where. I assume right after that. Then 22 was Braun Strowman. 21. Okay, I see it. Split.
Well,
AJ Styles is 21. And then Braun Strowman is 22. I personally wasn't expecting him back this.
I love how they changed it to Brian when you try to put Braun.
No, that's Brain.
Or Brain, okay. But still, you try to put Braun because it's Braun.
Yeah.
So it changes it to that every time.
But, yeah, I was expecting him to be gone for longer. I expected that whole thing with Jacob to, have a longer lasting impact, but it didn't really. But he gets in the ring. Jacob's standing there in the middle because he's beating everybody's ass. And Strowman gets in the ring and he's like, "You!" And they start beefing for obvious reasons.
You heard that "you" in a hurry, boy.
Oh, yeah. He eliminates Jacob Fatu. And then John Cena comes in. He eliminates Strowman. He eliminates Balor. They did my boy dirty. They're really giving him the Unincredible Hulk treatment. That's all I'm going to say. They're giving him anyway. 24 is CM Punk, 25 is Seth Rollins, 26 is Dominic Mysterio, 27 is Sami Zayn, 28 is Damian Priest, and Priest eliminates Mysterio because he's a little shit stain. But we were actually talking about it. I know. I don't remember how we got on the subject, but I remember us talking about Ray wanting to retire.
Okay, within the next year or so.
And passing on his mask to his son, which is why they might start leading Dom towards a more face persona, like getting him away from the Judgment Day and the Live and all that.
Yeah.
Because I know he was beefing with Roman Reigns for quite a while in there, in the match, which is kind of funny.
But then you had
29 is LA Knight.
And then Jimmy eliminates Sammy, which was completely accidental. But was it?
Yeah. Because doesn't he, he's on the top rope, and then Jimmy goes for a super kick on somebody, and then misses, and then, yeah.
So, I mean...
And then 30, Logan Paul, who could have guessed him coming in at 30? He said eliminating 29 other guys, that's grunt work. Shut up, bitch. Anyway.
Because Tafari is the biggest Logan Paul
fan.
Stop
talking. Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre, and then LA Knight is pushing Jake or Logan Paul is on the ropes, getting pushed off, by LA Knight, and then
does this whole back leap thing onto the announce table.
Yeah, and he basically just stands over there because it's technically not against the rules because his feet never hit the floor.
And that's what that a lot of people are talking about that too. He had Logan Paul had this whole gloat about him,
Logan Paul. Nobody gives a fuck about that son of a
haha.
bitch.
Look at what I did.
And then AJ
Logan Paul
eliminates
took
LA
on
Knight.
his own spit.
And then as AJ is climbing up to do some kind of move, Logan jumps back onto the ring from the steps and yanks AJ Styles off and eliminates him. And then Seth and Roman in the middle of the ring, they start fighting, stare down, usual bullshit. And then they're both like pushing each other over the top rope. And CM Punk just comes up behind him and goes, yeet! And then they're both eliminated. That was fun.
And then Punk got eliminated.
Yeah, by Logan Paul. And
then they start
oh yeah,
Seth, Roman, and
Seth,
Punk.
like Roman is on the floor, like getting up, and Seth goes over, curb stomps him on the floor, and then CM Punk and Seth start fighting all around the outside of the ring, and then like CM Punk is basically just getting dragged to the back by referees and whatnot.
And Roman made it to
the steps and trying to pull himself up, and Seth just like, fuck you, and curb stomps his ass again. 100% deserved. And then it's down to
I don't have who it's down to.
It's down to John Cena, Jey Uso, and Logan Paul. Cena eliminates Paul, and then baby, it was a great it was a great final showdown between these two. Because they both, they try to eliminate each other, they get pulled back in, they try to eliminate each other, they get pulled back in.
Then they're both on the apron.
They're both on the apron, trading blows back and forth. Jay, right? Jay super kicks Cena, and he does the whole, like, lean off, one leg thing. And then, he picks him up to do the, what's it called?
The FU? Or...
No, that's the F5, that's...
They call it something else now.
The AA, isn't it?
Yeah.
The attitude adjustment, that's it. He picks him up to do the AA off the apron, and Jay, I keep getting them mixed up. Same one name, shut up. Jay pulls himself back into the ring and kicks Cena's legs out from under him, and he falls onto the floor, and Jey Uso wins the Royal Rumble.
Again.
Phenomenal.
We had this discussion already this morning because I wanted you guys to prepare for this.
I want to say something first. This shocked me. As soon as it got down, I'm going to be completely honest. As soon as it got down to Jey Uso and John Cena, I literally just wrote that John Cena wins the Royal Rumble. Because all three of us were fully expecting John Cena to win. Because it's his farewell tour. So I wrote it down. And then he fucking lost. I had to go in and delete it. That's how sure I was that John Cena was going to win. So the fact that he didn't was it was a pleasant surprise.
And here's the thing too. Getting to the part that people are complaining about. It's John Cena's final Rumble. He should have won. Okay.
No.
I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and maybe not quite as bad, but levels wise. Me and you, my John Cena, like I said, I like him as a person, but when it comes to wrestling, I freaking despise him.
I know.
Logan Paul, granted, is a complete douchebag, completely different category, but the same idea.
I get
what I'm getting to.
But
like, here's my thing. John Cena, I would love to see him retire and never get in 17. Because I don't think he deserves 17. He does not that good of a wrestler. He's never been that good of a wrestler. He's a piece of trash in that ring. He's horrible. But as a person, A+.
Fair Fox.
Logan Paul, on the other hand, is a complete douchebag. In the ring, out of the ring.
He's a waste of oxygen. But we're not going down that road yet. We've been down
But
that road
yeah,
once.
but you understand the point I'm making.
Yeah.
He is. My standing with John Cena is I just completely.
But I want to go to after the Rumble technically ends and it goes to the post show. All of the announcers. I want to say first of all, the entire arena
was
is
yeet.
yeet. all three of the announcers, Michael, Pat, and
Wade.
Wade, yeah.
Wade Barrett.
Barrett. I was gonna say Barrett for some reason. They're all up on the announce desk, yeeting with everybody else.
Yeah, it was the coolest thing.
And I love what Michael Cole says. He says, "Man, I don't have any voice left.
I got it written down exactly how he said it.
I have no voice. I need a whiskey bad."
Yeah.
And then all of them get into the ring with Jay. They're yeeting.
And they start yeeting.
It was phenomenal.
Yes.
It was great. He
Very
brought his son in there. They were yeeting like it was great. And I'm sorry, anybody who is sitting there, in my opinion, I think yours and yours, if you're complaining that Jay won,
he like I said,
he deserves his shot.
Yeah, and
Does John Cena deserve his shot? Yes or no?
I think obviously he's gonna go after Gunther, and I think he's gonna beat him. Personal opinion, because
it's already been
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Gunther said after their match, he said, one day. And the next, not the next day, was it Raw or SmackDown? I'm pretty sure it was Raw that he came out. And he said, he's out on there like...
on the announce desk?
Yeah, eating for like 5 minutes. He's like, I lost, I got beat, but I can beat him. And I think, like we said at Saturday Night Main Event, he almost had him like 4 or 5 different times. 2.5 count. 2 3/4, 2 9/10. This close to beating him. So I think Jey Uso is going to go on to main event WrestleMania against Gunther, and he's going to beat him for the World Heavyweight Championship.
And then it came up at the press conference, or right after it, like when they cut to the press conference, we turned off. When they cut to the press conference, they made an announcement that Cody Rhodes would not be at the press conference, saying he had suffered multiple injuries in the ring. His in-the-ring status was up in the air, but he will be on SmackDown this week. So, again, a lot of people are like, how serious are the injuries? If he's going to be on SmackDown, why couldn't
It's probably just taking a few days to rest, honestly. I mean,
yeah.
Fuck. That shit hurt.
I like we said, that was bloody.
Oh, yeah.
And then, hear what we all frickin' said. John Cena says he wants an elimination chamber. Says he will have his 17, and someday he will shake the hand of 18. Whoever gets
18 titles. Yeah. Which once again, okay. Here's the thing. I know this is like nitpicky, but I always find it funny to say, "Oh, I won 17 world titles." That means you lost 16 world titles.
Yeah.
But,
so it is one of those, and here this is just mind blowing to me. And I think I bring this up later, or I bring it up like one under. People are like, John Cena won't be back until Elimination Chamber. He's taking time off to film a movie in Hungary. Fine, whatever. But this is something I want to bring up to both of you, in a matter of fact. Didn't he say when he came out there on the day one Netflix Raw, or maybe it wasn't the Netflix Raw, maybe it was like when he came out before that, but he said he was going to come back full time.
I don't remember if he said full time or not, I'll be honest. I don't remember.
He was supposed to came back full time.
I wasn't paying attention to it that much.
But anyway, here's the big part I want to bring up. I hope he doesn't get the title. And I know that's probably going to cause controversy somewhere down the line that I said it. But I don't want him to get the title because all I see is flashes of Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, this part-time piece of trash champion.
Well, here's the thing. He's not going to win the title. My opinion. And I don't say that because... the only reason I say that is because it's his farewell tour. Because here's the thing. Let's say he does go on to WrestleMania. He wins the Elimination Chamber. He goes on to WrestleMania. beats Cody Rhodes for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Which is the rumor.
His farewell tour, which is supposed to be like a year long at most, began like what, like a month or two ago, right?
Yeah.
So at most he'd only have
maybe 8 months total.
Maybe 8 months to be championship, which to be fair is quite a while. But at the same time, are they gonna just have him be champion for like 8 months and then lose it? Who would take it from him? I could be wrong. Maybe he will go on to be 17, whatever. But I think it would be, what's the word? More fitting to have him get into Elimination Chamber, lose Elimination Chamber, and after that, I mean, it's done. There's no way for him. I mean, I guess he can technically win the title between now and Mania, but I don't see that. If he loses Elimination Chamber, I don't see him winning the title between here and WrestleMania. So after that, it's just like, you know what? I'm not going to be 17, so I'm just going to take the rest of this year and be who I am. Be John Cena. And have it be...
And here's a point I want to bring up, and nobody's really saying this, but this would be the only way I will support John Cena. And I would love to see him obviously lose the Rumble. I would love to see him lose Elimination Chamber. And then maybe win the title at another like big event somewhere down the line. But the only way he wins that title is you bring back Thugonomics. You bring back the heel persona John Cena had. Because if we're getting a good buy, I want the Thugonomics, out there in the middle of the ring, like,
Hell
what?
Yeah!
I'm gonna cut a promo, but yet he's rapping the promo.
And we got a very tiny bit of that. I don't remember if it was on the 6th or I know.
He made the comment that he hasn't done it in a while.
Yeah, but I remember him like not rapping, but like I don't know the wording, but he was doing like the bars and whatnot, a little bit of it anyway.
Yeah. But like I said, I really, 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 that would be the only way I think I would support him, because I've always been a bigger fan of John Cena heel persona than I have been of his face persona. So
his heel persona is better.
This is something I kind of haven't brought up to you guys, but I at least want to do one show and kind of do podcasting on it. The Evolve on March 5th on Tubi. I want to watch it. All three of us watch it. Kind of at least do our first take on the show, because
oh my goodness, you're so right.
If we wind up like we're at least gonna do one take of it. If we really kind of like it, then maybe we'll try to fit it in. We'll try to fit it. Hold on, you can wait a minute.
Well, he's been wanting the whole time, so.
Then we got the Legends and Future Greats, the LFG, which premieres on A&E on the 16th. Which again, I kind of want to watch that. And it's supposed to kind of be like an elimination tryout show. Devon brought it up as The Voice meets WWE. So, I think that might be at least something to watch.
Yeah.
Because that is not... These guys are maybe backyard wrestlers, maybe in some of the indies, homebrew promotions, local promotions, whatever. They've been doing this for X amount of time, and this is like, all right, we're going to give you your one shot. You're going to go in here, you're going to show us what you got, you're going to listen to us critique you on how to make you better, and whoever does it the best.
Wait, when is LFG?
Huh?
When is it?
16th.
Think I could get it? I'm kidding. Maybe this time next year.
Okay, wait a second. We had this discussion. Tafari wants to get in wrestling for one purpose. One purpose. And what is that purpose, Tafari?
Logan Paul. I don't care. It doesn't even have to be on. Just find them backstage. Anyway, we're not gonna get into all that because I don't feel like getting. I don't want to ruin my shots before I shoot them. But maybe who knows? Maybe this time next year you'll see me on LMG. You won't. But.
Okay, so I kind of broke it down. So we kind of got to think of it this way. Think of Raw and SmackDown as like the majors.
Yeah, NXT is like college level. You have Evolve as like the little league, working your way up, and then LFG is the tryouts to get into the little leagues, basically.
Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to put it.
Yeah.
Like, just so you kind of have a concept of kind of how I think it's going to evolve, and not trying to be funny, but
yeah, I get you.
The whole breakdown of all of that.
Yeah, we already kind of went over the first point. People are mad because Jay won, whatever. John Cena can still win the Elimination Chamber, which he may or may not. We'll see.
Okay, and then here's another big talking point, and I added a little bit to this because I did have a little bit. Drew went backstage after he got eliminated and was cussing and screaming and slamming stuff and throwing a fit. And he made a comment that someone has to get moves in at the expense of number of stories in the match. Stormed out of the building well before the match was over. People are like confused on who he was talking about because he never really said a name, at least what they're posting.
Yeah.
Nobody heard a name. He was just kind of like some people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are assuming it's Logan because Logan, again, like I said before, Logan was showboating.
Yeah. Who could have seen that coming? Logan Paul showboating, showing off? No, he would never do such a fucking thing.
So a lot of people are wanting to see that. And I'm going to tell you what. I don't like Drew's persona, his whole thing he's doing right now. But I'm sure you're in the same boat I am. If he walks up and is like, "You're a little bitch," pop, and smash Logan Paul, I'm instantly a Drew McIntyre fan.
Oh yeah.
Instant, 100%.
Yeah.
Fuck Drew McIntyre.
No.
Not if you smacking the shit out of Logan Paul, then I'm his number one fan. But
His number one fan.
Otherwise,
But other people are saying that maybe it's Priest because he Priest eliminated him.
I don't think so, because that's story. Like,
But some people are saying that maybe that wasn't part of it.
Okay, here's the thing. If Priest comes at him and is trying to throw him over the top rope and it's not storyboarded, Drew just wouldn't let himself get eliminated.
But if his feet touch, unlike the Penta thing.
Yeah,
But if his feet plainly touch the floor, the ref can't go, I didn't see that.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying, he wouldn't have let Damian Priest throw him over the top rope if it wasn't storyboarded.
Yeah, so, another thing, too, that people are bringing up, which I totally see this, and this is one of the most epic things, and again, it is just a rumor. People are not confirming it, but I want to bring it up. So we are kind of touching on all points. Supposedly Triple H had the rumors spread about Alexa and the contract issues.
Well, obviously. Just like with Jordan Grace and all that shit.
Because he wanted it to be the big pop that it was.
Yeah, you said that even the wrestlers didn't know that Alexa Bliss was coming.
And that's the thing I want to bring up too. In everything, they pulled Alexa aside away from everybody and had her working on her movesets with, not no-name talent, but
not like the major leagues.
Not like the major talents, working on her movesets with others who were posing as the others. And Shotzi was actually in... Everybody in the Royal Rumble thought Shotzi was entering at 21. That is at least the story they're going with. Everybody was like, "Oh, Shotzi's 21. Okay." Which here's something, and I didn't write it down again. I want you to think about this, and this is maybe weird, but it's something people are bringing up. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 equals 21.
Okay.
Why it's 6?
Okay. What does 21 have to do with that?
That's where she entered.
Oh.
So
maybe.
Yeah, and that's what but people are bringing it up, so I'm gonna touch on it. If you have 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, it comes up to 21. Was it?
Maybe, but at the same time, that feels like it could have just been completely fucking arbitrary. I don't fucking know. Maybe.
And then you had the whole Lily thing, which I think I kind of touched on, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
kind of touch on here because you had Lily with the kind of like pink and black hair instead of like she had a full set of hair. She got the A and the 6 in her eyes. She's got the sharp teeth. She looks very well made this time instead of just like a cheap sock doll that somebody kind of threw together. The nose, people are saying looks like the night bird, like a drawing of a bird, possibly the night bird from everything from the Wyatts before that.
Exactly.
So,
But yeah, the reports are that she's going to Raw, which
again, like I said, that doesn't make sense. I reported it and I put it in there, but it doesn't make sense. And here's where I'm really confused.
Here's the thing. Is she even going to be a part of it? I know that she has, like, all the Wyatt stuff on her
jacket. If she doesn't, I feel like it's if they would have brought her back, and this is what people are talking about, you could have easily brought Alexa back as the goddess.
Yeah.
You could have easily brought Alexa back as, a number of other characters, whatever. But you bring her back as this whole, like, Bray Wyatt, Wyatt 6, and some people are like, well, did they not have enough time because of the contract thing? And it's like, okay, here's my thing with that. If you didn't have enough time, you're going to find some way else to put her not broadcasting Wyatts.
Here's also the thing is, like we talked about, the Wyatts haven't been there in months, and as far as we know, they're not going to be there for a while.
But here's the thing. This is something I want to bring up too, and I don't know if I wrote it. No.
It could simply be a thing of she's going to be on Raw for now, doing her own thing as Alexa Bliss, and then whenever the Wyatts come back, maybe they come and grab her. Maybe she goes and helps them in one of their fights or whatever. I mean, we won't know until we know.
Well, and here's the thing, too. There's a lot of talk of the dirty tactics that Judgment Day has done.
No shit. It's Judgment Day.
And what do the Wyatts do? The Wyatts are on SmackDown, so what if we move Judgment Day, and this is just people talking, what if Judgment Day gets moved? Then you have...
Oh, shit.
You have Alexa and Cross, who have already teamed together. They were women's champions at one point.
Yup.
Against Liv and Raquel.
Oh,
and then you
shit.
have...
That'd be a good one.
JD, Carlito, all them to face the Wyatts themselves.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be,
the Judgment Day is getting shit kicked in. But that'd be really
And another thing people are talking about is if you're going to start doing all this, Triple H is completely against the whole supernatural thing, which I kind of agree with, but yet I feel like that was Bray's thing, and this a lot of people are kind of saying this too, that was Bray leaning into a lot of the supernaturals, the things like that. That was part of his story.
Yeah, that's part of it. Look at The Undertaker!
But Triple H is not a fan of the supernatural, bringing it into the WWE. He wants the stories to be realistic and be able to exist in a real world, per se.
I get that, but at the same time, like... It's
but
a story.
I think if you're gonna have the Wyatts in there, you need the the lights going out and like instantly coming back on, and all of them are just standing in the ring.
Yeah, like that's part of their character. That's part of the
What
Wyatts.
what Bray was known for doing that.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Bray was
Boy, once those lights went out, you knew that
he was supernatural.
Yeah.
I mean,
once again, look at the Undertaker. Like I know it's not quite the same. Like he just appears, but like the gongs, the lightning, him literally rising out of the grave type shit. Like it's not the same thing, but you get what I'm going at, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But
And I think that camera moved, or when he moved back over.
there we go. Professionals, everybody. We do need to get a tripod, but oh well.
Yeah, totally. But anyway,
and then we've said this since the beginning. Flair is gonna challenge Tiffany.
that is all the talk. It's supposedly that she's going to SmackDown because she's going to challenge Tiffany,
Yeah.
which
I want Tiffy to win that. 100%.
I do too. And the reason I say that is because I know they're going to hand it to Charlotte. And again, Charlotte is great for who she is. She is a fantastic heel.
She's a fantastic wrestler.
But heel.
Yes.
But I would love to see her even lean into the same thing Tiffy is right now and play that middle card.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like we don't really ever get that two middle cards against each other because not a lot of people walk that middle card really well. And I think
Tiffy and Gunther are crushing it.
oh yeah.
They're crushing it. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, granted, you had Undertaker that did it like 99.9% of his career and was great at it. The Rock has done it on several occasions. Stone Cold has done it on several occasions.
Yeah.
But yet to have somebody, and again, not taking it, Undertaker will always be
the bar
for
and
walking walking that middle, taking on the heels, taking on the faces, and
just basically beating whoever the fuck gets in his way.
He will always be the bar. But as it sits right now, Tiffy for the females and Gunther for the men are 100% walking that
100%.
line. Walking that line and crushing it.
Yep, 110%.
Jordan supposedly will go on SmackDown because they're thinking they need more talent on SmackDown, which
I feel like they need a lot more women's. I won't even say they need more talent in the women's division. They need to make better use of their talent in the women's division.
Because what do we say every single week?
NXT is blowing them out of the fucking water. It's not
when it comes to the women's division, they're whooping them every single. Like, it's almost to the point to where I think we're ready to go live with like NXT stuff, but the reason I don't is because, and we've talked about it, tune out during the men's. No. When the women's are on there, I'm like, yes, all right, Peter, yeah, perfect, yes, and the men, I'm like, who is he?
Yeah, like who's that guy? Oh, it's that. Wait, no, who?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, there's men I know their names. But the men are fading into the background on NXT and the women are crushing.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, 110%.
But apparently Owen's going to be taken off TV for extensive time. I don't know if that's because of his injuries or because of
storyline.
It could be both.
Yeah.
Like we said, rumors are that he's leaving WWE. He's going to be gone. So there's that, and
something we've said countless times.
Yeah, and Jay wins the Rumble. He's gonna challenge Gunther, and if these reports are to be believed, which I hope they are, he's gonna beat Gunther. He's gonna take the world title, and I would love to see that, because that's what they've been building up to.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I'm really. Do I want to see Jay do it? Don't take it that I don't. 100%, I'd love to see Jay do it. But is Jay the one that needs to be dethroning Gunther? Is he truly Gunther caliber, taking out Gunther caliber, or are they just doing it because, and this is the thing too, again, not trying to go down storyline, stripping all that away. Jay right now, you can't touch him. He's fucking hot as shit.
Oh yeah, I mean I 100% agree, but at the same time, I mean, like I said, we saw on Saturday Night Main Event that he was this close, and I agree. A lot of that is probably because he's so hot right now, but at the same time, I feel like he needs to build up to it. You know, I feel like between now and Mania, because we still have like what 3 or 4 months, something like that.
60-something days.
Oh shit! So like 2 months.
Yeah.
But still, between now and WrestleMania, have him out there every week. Have him out there fighting people, winning matches against high caliber opponents. Not just to train him, but to show what
and I'm gonna throw things out here, but like the Braun Breakers,
the Braun Breakers, the Drew McIntyres, the Damian Priest, the Braun Strowmans, the Jacob Fatu. I mean, he's not gonna fight Jacob Fatu because he's hot as shit. But you get the point.
Yeah, I do.
Have him out there fighting and beating these high caliber opponents to show that he is in fact capable of taking out Gunther.
And and I would even if I was writing it, whatever, I would do all that. And like when like Mania is like right on the cusp, like it's the next one, how they always kind of start really pushing to build up for it. And have Gunther, and I know it'd be a different for him, but have him come out there and be like, I've watched you over the past couple months. Good job, but you're still not on my level. Just to acknowledge, like, yeah, you've improved. You're doing great. And it would be great to, and again, I know this sounds completely bad, and I would love to see it, but at the end of, if Jay winds up pulling this off, which would be great, I don't want to see Gunther like just walk out the ring. I want to see the.
Yeah, I do too. I don't
hand him the title,
okay,
shake his hand, be like,
it's okay, baby.
Good job.
Yeah, I was wrong. You are on my level, type thing.
You earned this.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. But
again, like I said, Gunther walking that middle card.
Yeah,
sit down. Quit being special.
I think that's really about it.
That is, like I said, I really think that all we will kind of keep everybody posted on the Evolve and LFG. Like I said, I at least want to do a review of the first one. I'm thinking the LFG might kind of have to be an every week, but the Evolve might not.
Oh, the LFG's every week?
As far as I know, it's not going to be a one shot. But I at least want to do the first one, kind of see what we think, and do a little like podcast on it. Like, hey, this is what we saw. This is what we liked. Because, like I said, I know you're not into that kind of stuff, but being wrestling, it might be kind of cool.
Yeah, it might
I
be
mean,
fun.
you got Undertaker in there. You've got Bubba Ray in there. You've got a couple females that they mentioned Undertaker and Bubba Ray. Those are like the two big names that they brought up. And I know there's at least one female in there that's doing it, but I think there's at least 2 females actually, because there'll probably be 2 males, 2 females.
Yeah. But aside from that, I don't think we got much else to say. So if you're here watching us on Twitch, give us a follow. If you're on YouTube, follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. Anyway, follow us here on Twitch. Go check out our YouTube channel if you want to see anything we've done in the past. Join our Discord if you want to chat with us. If you want to help support us, help get us that tripod or anything like that, you can donate to us with the link in the About section, wherever that is on screen right now. But
is there one on screen right now?
I don't know. Maybe it's in the About section. Anyway, I'm Tofari.
I'm CK.
Knight Rider.
And we'll
And see you next time.
We'll see y'all next time.